Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. This is Daniel Busch with POVPOOL, and we're about to start the final, well, the hot seat match of the WCS 2017 WCS Pro 10-Ball Challenge, streaming live here from the great California Billiard Club in Fremont. Check them out at californiabilliards.com. And I'm sitting here with the Grasshopper, a.k.a. Nelson Silva. We're going to get this match started right now. The hot seat match between Amar Kang and Jayson Shaw, Eagle Eye. And there's the lag. Want to thank Ken Schumann for his introduction. And, well, why don't you just tell us how you're doing there, Nelson?
Oh, I was, you know
Grasshopper.
what? I was just talking to Amar, and I said, hey, what's your nickname? And he says, I don't know. And I said, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say your name is I don't know. And he said, no, my nickname is AK-47.
Okay, AK-47. That's a good one.
And everybody knows Jayson Shaw is Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye, yes. Yeah, it's true. I haven't really heard many nicknames floating around for Amar. Chris Swart might know one or two. He's known him since he was young. And, we also have that one-loss match going on second table over, Alex Pagulayan versus Gus Brazano. Gus Brazano just defeated Tony Chohan. But this is a hot seat match, guys.
I tell you what, everything looks beautiful in here. You know, they must have worked all night to set this up. It looks wonderful in here. This is, I don't know, I think the best pool room in the world. It's just so nice in here. It's beautiful.
Well, that's a big statement. Best pool room in the world.
Why not? Come on in and check it out. It's fantastic.
I'm not sure what's happening here. I think we have a little... Yeah, it's being stipulated that the 2 and the 3 cannot be the wing ball anymore. So for some reason or another, that's been completely changed.
Oh, wow.
And now the 1, 2, and 3 are all supposed to be racked to the top.
Uh-oh. Is that a scratch on the break?
It is a scratch on the break.
Oh, no. Eagle Eye starts it off, ball in hand.
It's just, I mean, basically, here's the deal, right? Players will, they'll take a racking rule, and they'll figure out a way to turn it into a pattern or turn it into something to their advantage. They'll figure out how to work that rack to their advantage. So this happens quite often, that we see the rules changing frequently, so that so that there's no disadvantage to the players that would otherwise not manipulate a rack, or would otherwise not know how to manipulate that rack. So
these guys are just so smart. They break down the game to their advantage every time.
Every time. So it's like we got to keep changing rules just to keep ahead of the game,
Amar's got beautiful touch. Nice, soft touch.
Yeah, I'm sure the local boys are very happy right now that he's doing so well in this event. We had 16 of some of the world's top professional players, world champions like Bustamante, Mika Immonen, and then you've got Alex and Rodney Morris, Mosconi Cup players. It's great to see, but not everybody knows this. Amar Kang has been a professional pool player for quite some time. He travels frequently every year to the Philippines for the World Cup of Pool. He represents India with his friend Raj Handal.
Wow, that's impressive.
And they've upset many teams in in India. I think they beat one of Europe's teams this year. They upset. I think they upset. I think it was Vietnam, and maybe somebody in the chat room can remind me. But he's a fluid player, and I know him as well. In the last few years, he's been definitely working on his mental game.
You know, that's really hard to do. I mean, if you figure out the trick to that, let me know.
He's picking this apart pretty well. It's pretty, relatively easy layout for him.
So this 10 ball is a little different than a 9 ball. They got to call their shot.
Yes, you're right, Nelson. It is a call shot, so no luck involved in this, unless you get lucky on the break with some sort of a, 1-9 combo.
Or you mean 110 combo?
Or I'm sorry, 110. Yes, it is 10 ball.
Very nice.
Amar is on the board.
It's full of beautiful Brunswicks. They got this special during the day. It's like $100. That gets you 30 days of pool, all you can play. $140 all day, all night for 30 days. I mean, that's affordable if you want to get your game up to come down and try to beat these boys. They also got one pocket tournaments every third Saturday and Sunday. We have our local man, the B man, runs those one pocket tournaments. I believe it's $30 on Saturday and $50 on Sunday. Get a nice little turnout. Tough players.
Oh, is that B. Davison runs it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we love B. Davison.
So are we doing winter breaks? He just won and he broke? Or?
Yes, winter breaks.
I like that.
So, I mean, the chances of seeing a package is always a possibility.
Just adding one more ball is difficult.
To 10 ball? Oh,
yeah.
In 10 ball? Yes, it is. Meanwhile, Alex has won his first rack. It's 1-0, Alex versus Gus Brazeno.
Yeah.
Looks like Amar elected to play a safety, which is to be expected, and he really didn't have much to go on there. But what's Jayson going to do?
He's just going to try to hit it, play safe.
Well, Jayson's so good, there's no telling how he's going to hit a ball, but he wasn't happy with that shot. And that's Alex's break.
It's just my opinion, but Jayson Shaw is one of the best rotation players in the world. I mean, he's top 2, 3, 4. I don't know. He's way up there. Could be number 1.
That number gets passed around quite a lot, doesn't it? But Jayson, you're talking about Jayson, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, this is, he's going to be going to the Hall of Fame sometime in the next 10, 15 years. He's definitely going to hit a world championship, in my opinion, within the next 5, 6 years. Amar played a very creative kick on that 3. He was intentionally trying to make that ball.
And Amar's a great one-pocket player also, not just 9 ball, 10 ball.
He is a good one-pocket player. We've seen him do very well in one pocket. Here comes Jayson. He's looking down the side pocket.
He's a technician. His form is phenomenal. I was watching him up close, and I was just in awe.
He's a very consistent player. You don't get to, you don't win 3 back-to-back Turning Stone events just for getting lucky.
No, sir. He's just a talented player. I call players like this, they're blessed.
Well, he's put in a lot of work as well. But ever since 2010, his career's been on the rise. But he does, you're right. He has a natural ability, natural talent. And his rhythm is just phenomenal. I mean, how do you play a guy like this? He outpaces everybody, doesn't miss a shot, and, doesn't tend to show a lot of emotion at the table.
When he's shooting, it looks like he's just practicing. There's no tension.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in another match that he played today. He looks like it's just a practice session for him. So meanwhile, Gus Breseño is engaged in safety battle with Alex Pagulayan. Looks like on the 1 ball in the second rack.
He just beat Tony Chohan, and Tony was playing really well.
Tony was looking, like in top form. But Gus got the best of him.
I'm glad Alex is here, too, because I haven't seen him play live. This is the first time. No, I'm sorry. I have seen him play live one time in Reno. This is the second time, but I love Alex. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, if there's one thing about Alex that might throw people off is that he does take a lot of time sometimes to shoot.
Not more than Gus. Gus will take his time. Which, hey, we don't have a shot clock.
No shot clock here. This is, 10 ball all the way.
I think you're right. A lot of people are rooting for Amar since
all the locals here.
Yes, sir.
Are gathered around. We've got quite a few spectators at this point.
Earlier, I saw Bryce playing Francisco, and everybody was just praying that Bryce can beat him, rooting him on. We love Bryce. And Amar, Tony. Those are our local heroes.
You've got Alex giving ball in hand now to Gus. Uh-oh. Where's that cue ball going, sir?
Ouch.
That's going to hurt.
I think they turned on the air condition, and it seems like the tables are playing a little bit faster now with the cold.
Did you notice that? I noticed that too. It did get a little cooler in here.
Yeah. I got shorts on, so I was like, ooh, I'm feeling the chill.
Well, I saw you playing. Weren't you playing? Didn't you get a game for a minute?
I was just practicing with my friend Ali, and he was just kicking my butt. I got a crooked stroke today.
Geraldine and I have been staying down the street at the Hilton at the DoubleTree. And we can't wait to get to our room every night because next to our bedside table, we have a pound box of C's candy waiting for us. So we've been munching on C's candy every time before we go to bed. Compliments of the grasshopper here.
Oh, you didn't have to say that. You've been too generous to me.
So I'm sure you had a lot of fun with us at the Cole Dixon.
Oh, time of my life. Are you kidding me?
And you brought your son today.
I
Is
did.
he still floating around?
He's right in front over here.
Oh, there he
over
goes.
here.
There he goes.
You know, maybe after the match he can come over and say hi.
Sure.
And my friend Ali is sitting over here too. Give a shout out to his son Alan.
Okay.
You know, Ali loves his son so much. He's always talking about it. I respect that, you know.
Yeah.
Family first. Pool is good, but family first. So here we go again. These matches are going so quick. I mean, these guys are just not wasting any time running out.
No, they're not.
You know, up in San Francisco, the pockets were so tight. They're a little looser here, so they get out faster.
With the break. Jayson Shaw comes up dry.
Man.
Scores 1-1. And we still got Gus working on the rack that he was given ball in hand on about 4 minutes ago.
I like Gus. Gus is a nice guy. I was talking to him. He's a neat fella.
Yeah, he's poking away here. He's got the 9. Does he get shape on this 10? Let's take a look.
You know, all the pros have been very approachable. You know, saying hi, taking pictures with people, autographs. Really nice. I like that.
Yeah, you know, it's good that you brought your son too, because it reminds other people they can bring the kids. You know, bring your kids and meet some of these players. They're you know what? A lot of these guys are great role models for the game and great role models in general in life. You know, and they travel the world. They're worldly fellas, and you know, there's a lot that you know, these kids can look up to. Amar not happy with that. He overdrew the 3 balls, so now he's like, uh-oh.
You know what? When they make a mistake drawing the ball, it always seems like it's a little too much. Never under.
Yeah, he's out of line here, and he's looking at the angle at which he is going to have to shoot this 5. Gus Brazano wins that game against Alex, so it'll be 1-1, Alex and Gus.
You know, a lot of these players, they're also great one-pocket players, so it kind of goes hand in hand. If you want to improve your 9-ball game, 10-ball game, you have to play one pocket.
Yeah, he's played short side of this ball all the way. I would imagine he was trying to get right in there, but I think the angle's a little too steep for him. He can cut this in, though. You like cutting balls like this?
Oh man, I don't shoot like them. You know, I need to duck. I need to wait for ball in hand and an easier shot.
I don't know. I played one pocket with you the other day. You shoot good shots.
I'm good at leaving it right over the hole, but not getting it in.
I think your strength was long shots. You were good at long shots.
But Amar can cut so well. I've seen him cut thinner than this, no problem.
Look at that. It had eyes.
Yeah. He's a favorite to make that shot. He shoots that well. I'll have to say your booth looks fantastic in here. You guys did a great job in here. It looks beautiful, Geraldine.
Thank you, Grasshopper. We had a little problem with our preview monitor. It's only 17 inches, and so we asked Chris for it. Hey, do you have something we can use as a preview monitor? Otherwise, we're gonna have to go next door to Walmart. And he says, no, I got this 55-inch. So we're we're watching our preview monitor. It's a 55-inch preview monitor. It's great. I wish I could take it everywhere we go, but it's just too big.
It was a little tough doing it in San Francisco. One of the monitors down, but today, no problem.
Yeah. Well, thanks to Chris, and also thanks to I went to Fry's and I bought a little converter to make it happen.
Good job, Daniel. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Did a very good job.
Thank you, Grasshopper. And I'm proud of Amar. Amar's clocked another game.
I gotta say, the food here.
Oh,
I don't know if you tried it. They got the teriyaki
You don't
bowl.
know if I've tried it? Come on, man. I'm living here for the next 10 days.
I'm a little chubbier than you, so I eat more here than you do. But
oh, well.
it's
that's
all
true.
great.
You're a regular customer. Tell us about yourself, Nelson. You're a regular customer here now.
That's right. I'm a computer drafter during the day, and then when I get off work, I'm over here practicing, playing these champions, and enjoying the nice food, and it's just great. There's so much talent in this pool hall. It's wonderful. It's a family atmosphere. I really like it here. And Chris has just done a fantastic job. It's beautiful in here. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We feel like we're in heaven.
It's got a little something for everything, this pool hall. They had a dart tournament here 6 months ago. They took out tons of pool tables. They put in like 85 dart boards, and that wasn't even the nationals,
Oh, they had a good time too. I was talking to some of those dart players. They loved it.
Yeah.
Chris takes care of his customers.
All right, so Amar Kang. Yeah, I guess scratches on the break, and Jayson's coming down table for the 3. It's a good shot.
I mean, I watched Jayson play in the Moscone
Oh, sorry,
Cup.
it was the 2 ball. Did he play it off the 10? Is that what he did?
I think so. I watched Jayson Shaw play in the Moscone Cup. This man can play under pressure like the biggest stage in the world, no problem.
Yeah, he's also a team Europe player on the Moscone Cup.
This cue stick looks a little longer than most. I think it's a little longer, huh? Would you say?
Yeah, he's sponsored by Miyuchi, and he's using, I think, we were talking about this earlier, 5-6-inch extension.
It's a beautiful cue.
What I might do is, if we're lucky, might book a little time with Jayson Shaw in the commentary booth. He actually commentated with us before. Last we saw him 4 years ago. We're actually really happy to have Jayson Shaw back here. It's been about 4 years since we've seen him here in the California.
When I first walked in, I saw him and I was like, wow, I'm glad he's here.
And Jayson takes, hold on, 3-2.
3-2, his favorite.
Yeah, but Amar is hanging in there. Meanwhile, Alex is over there trying to make it happen.
Chris is not even charging anybody to come over and watch. This is free to come in here, have a beer, sit down, have some fries, watch these great players play. Can you believe that?
Just fries?
Fries, teriyaki burger, whatever you want.
The menu's great here. Yeah. I might have some chocolate cake tonight.
Oh, you could even have ice cream with that.
Yeah.
One time he ordered a chocolate cake with ice cream, and he said, "Can I have the little candles and little balloons to go with it?" I love B. He's a good guy.
Wait a second. We're breaking the #1 rule in broadcasting. Don't talk about food.
Uh-oh.
unless you're selling it.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys.
Nice break.
Well, he's got a relatively. I don't see a lot of problems. You see many problems here?
Distance.
2 to the 3. He should be okay. I think just play. He can play this 2 rails or inside 1 rail. Inside 1 rail. Inside follow.
Anything can happen. A slip of concentration.
And so he made the 4 on the break. So now his next ball is the 5 ball.
I wish I wouldn't have said that.
Well, he can cut or bank this in. He's calling the corner for a cut shot.
Wow, but he might hit the 6 ball.
Oh, he'll hit this flat. He'll probably, his cue ball will be in the kitchen. You see that?
Oh, yeah. That's
Swing and a miss.
a tough shot. And he called it like, no problem, right there in the corner. I was like, that's kind of tough.
Now, Amar, the 1 pocket player, may elect to bank this in the corner, but it's not an easy bank. This is missable because it takes the right speed to make this ball. And then, you know, he's looking at his cue ball as well, because that's kind of where his cue ball is going, down there and toward that bottom rail.
He might have a built-in safe, though, after the bank if he has good speed.
Well, that's, I think, what he was looking at, just like the 2-way. So he's calling the bank. See how he does here. See if this goes. No, he was ducking all the way, huh?
He wants distance between his saves.
Let's see if he got there.
Camera
He
number
did.
5 looks like he did.
Jayson might be able to see a sliver. He's gonna masse. He wants to make this ball. He overcut it, and he's gonna sell this out all day.
I think so. I have to agree with you. Mars traveling all over the United States playing pool. He's got his Texas Open shirt on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what year that T-shirt is from. I mean, we might be able to get a close-up of that sooner or later, but if it was any time recent, I'd be surprised by that, because I didn't know he was traveling much. I know he's married now, lives in Sacramento. He kind of makes a home for himself at Hard Times in Sacramento and plays their monthly tournament quite often. Both the 1 pocket and the 9 ball, right?
I've heard rumors where
Oh no.
the players have been saying that he's just beating everybody over there all the time.
Yeah, well, you know, it's hard to turn down a sure thing, isn't it? And he's getting the best workout that any pool player could ask for, you know.
Well, he deserves to play at this level, no doubt about it.
So Jason's now faced with a sort of a dilemma. He wants to, kind of has to play safe, but he wants to do something aggressive. You can kind of feel that it exudes from him, doesn't it? Did he just call it cross back?
Yeah, he did.
Straight back.
Yes, sir. That's what he called.
Oh, missed it
He had plenty of room.
He missed it by half a ball. Oh, he sold out again. That's 2 in a row, and that's gonna motivate Amar. That's gonna motivate him.
Yeah, you just got to watch out for that side pocket by the 7 when he slides over with his English.
Well,
Perfect.
I tell you what, that came very close to going wrong.
I think he's okay. He's got enough room to draw back a little bit.
We got one apiece on the other table. Gus Brazano is sort of like working the rack. So I think with the pace of Alex and Gus, that match is probably going to last twice as long as this one that we're watching now.
Yeah, for sure.
We are watching the hot seat match of this 16-player tournament. It's been a great tournament today. Smooth operations by Ken Schumann and Janet Okamoto. The bar has been humming.
I don't sense any kind of intimidation from Amar at all. He's like, hey, I belong here. I can run with you. Let's run this race.
Well, he is running with him because it's 3-3 now. And you know, there's only one winner in these, so we know eventually someone's going to get ahead.
No brake pads here.
Seven in the side pocket. And is that the 9-ball by the side there?
It
Yes,
is. It is.
I thought it was the 1 for a second.
The 1 ball's in a kind of a bad spot to get this rack going, this run going.
Do you play much 9 or 10 ball, or are you just pretty much a 1 pocket player?
No, I like 9 ball. I'm trying to get back into it. But 10 ball, I'm not a big fan of 10 ball.
Well, Amar can actually make this 6 ball billiard off the 1, but where's the 1 gonna go? You know, that's always the question.
Right.
The cue ball, you can probably predict if he hits it like in a controlled manner. Oh, he's calling it straight back. Or up and down table to the back corner pocket. See how he does.
A good pocket speed, he'll play safe if he misses.
Yeah. That was the intended result. That if he doesn't make it, at least he's safe. And I don't think he is. Jayson can play this rail first.
Oh, straight at it.
How about ball first?
Wow. Yeah, Jayson, I've seen him kick shots,
Wow,
jump shots.
what a stroke that was.
I mean, Jason Shaw will kick, jump, whatever he's got to do to get on the next ball. He looks so smooth. Like, this game is so easy for him. Wow. Did you see that stroke? Just pow. No problem. Daniel, he's starting to shoot real quick and getting really loose.
Well,
Jayson.
yeah, I think what he's doing is he's not trying to match the pace that Amar Kang plays at, and that's what he needs to do. He needs to, you know, play his pace.
I think you're right. I know you're right. When I say I think you're right, I know you're right. He's a quick shooter, huh?
Yeah, he is.
Reminds me of Rodney, the way he runs around the table. Beautiful, just beautiful.
Wow. And take a look now here. This is the replay of this shot. It looked like he could go rail first, but instead, whammo, ball first, hooks around, down, and way back up for the intended pocket, the 2 ball in the side, and what a run out. That's a hell of a stroke.
He didn't even touch a ball, another ball.
No, it's exactly where he wanted that cue ball to go.
Man.
That's the difference between the men and the boys.
I'm still in the boys category.
That's why it's called the Pro 10, my friend.
I'm the king of the amateurs, though. No, just kidding. That was a joke.
So meanwhile, over on the other table, it's still 2-1. Gus Brazano leads Alex Pagulayan.
You're right. They're going to run a lot slower. Tough 1 ball. Very tough 1 ball.
Remember, the loser of this match will play the winner of that match on the other table. So for the first time in this tournament, we will have a player play on the same table twice, because no matter what happens in this match, they will have to play on the feature table again against the winner of the table on next door. Makes sense, Grasshopper?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm all good with that.
All right, you're good. You're good with the non-stop action
I'm just
happening for the next 10 days?
No doubt. No doubt. I'm in pool heaven. I'm still a little in shock that so many good players can play this well. It's just, it's crazy watching these guys just do what they do over and over and over. It's just incredible. What a talent. I mean, I think like golf and pool has got to be the 2 toughest sports there is.
Yeah, that's what is often, that's often the comparison. But I think about it too, and I do see people say, oh, come on, you don't think soccer's hard, you don't think baseball's hard. So I have to give credit to all the sports, From our perspective, though, we could easily argue that these are the hardest sports. Because we know how frustrating it is to miss an easy shot.
You really got to be a smart person to play good pool too. A lot of angles. You got to figure things out.
I think what sets the difference is that the demand for mental stamina. You always need to be there for a pool match. Play a soccer match, you can always hit the bench and pull in a relief.
You can't tap out in pool, huh?
You can't tap out in a match.
Can't say sub me out for a little while.
Yeah, no. You can take a break and try to slow your opponent down, but does that work all the time?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
They put these 2 tables in here and they boxed out all the customers. Nobody can walk through the tables. You know, that's nice.
Well, Jayson now is sort of strafing around, figuring out what he wants to do.
Looks like Gus is about to shoot his 10 ball there against Alex.
Well, if that's the case, it'll... Uh-oh, ball in hand.
You know, that jump shot just reminds me, I heard them say in the beginning of the tournament, no jump sticks, but they're allowed to shoot with a full cue jump. They can do a jump with a full cue, but none of the little small sticks. I like that rule.
Yeah, I think with this caliber of play, you know, we can live without jump cues for one day.
I feel like that's cheating. Those little sticks, little jump sticks.
Yeah, I think also they're not going to allow the jump cue for the 9-ball event coming up too.
That's nice. Let's see if Mark can get out and he can tie this up 4-4, because you know how I am. I love it. Hill match. I'm always rooting for the person that's behind. Let's tie it up.
Well, this would pull Amar ahead, and if that's the case, that would make this match sort of like a nip and tuck, back and forth kind of match, because Jayson was ahead earlier.
Some of these guys are so tall. They grip the very back end of the pool stick. It's kind of funny, like they're at the very butt.
Yeah, seen that. I have my friend Dave Hema in Bellflower, California. He has a tendency to hold the rubber of the cue when he strokes. I do that even sometimes. Yeah.
You guys need longer cues.
Actually, though, I have learned to adjust my grip, not always hold the same place. Actually, it changes the shot sometimes. Long shots, short shots.
4-4, Daniel.
Oh, I'm sorry, 4-4?
Yes, sir.
Holy simoleons,
The live chat's blowing up.
Live chat. I wish it would have blown up and told me to change the score earlier.
Help me. Help me, help you, help me.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say thank you to all the kind words that I got from, you know, the pool players out there. They're like, Grasshopper, you did fine. And I said, well, Daniel helped me out a lot. Trust me.
You know, a lot of people came up to me and asked me, are you gonna have Grasshopper on today? You know. So
I think that was really nice of everybody. I want to say thank you to everybody out there that gave me positive feedback. You know, I was telling my friend Ali, you know, it really helps commentating and broadcasting when you're with someone that you click with and you like that person, you know, because it makes a difference, I believe. Oh,
well, that's kind of a given, you know.
Yeah. Jayson's shaw just gets so low to the table, to the cue stick. I love it. Man, he looks so natural.
Yeah, it's like you know, you had said it earlier. It's like a practice drill for him. You know?
He looks like he's in a garage just hitting balls with his buddies.
You know what I find interesting too? I know he's married, but I rarely see his wife watching, and it's probably because she just pretty much knows he's going to win everything. Oh, hi, honey. How's work?
I think he's got a beautiful
She's
little
here.
girl.
She's here too. You know, she's here somewhere in the pool hall. She's with the baby. And is she not with the baby today? Oh, okay.
He has a beautiful little daughter, I believe.
Yeah, and she's like 3 now.
Wow. It's gonna be scary if he starts teaching her.
Yeah. Is pool hereditary? You know, is the skill hereditary?
Well, look at Oscar.
Yes, Oscar and Ernesto.
There he goes again. He's gonna take this to 5. And Jayson, let me tell you, from the grasshopper, you are incredible.
Guys, I'm just looking at my phone, and it's kind of blown up with a few texts. I wanted to say hey to Jay Beatty, Chris Robinson, and Jerry Matchin. Hope to see you up here for the one pocket. I know Jerry's bought into the tournament, a tournament that is full, by the way, 64 players.
Really?
Wanted to also say hey to Dougie Fresh, who is playing a little song for us on the jukebox right now.
I saw so many players I haven't seen in a long time. I'm really happy to see a lot of them come in and come watch these matches.
Also, another shout out to my friend Dan Gibbons in Colorado.
Yeah, you know, that's the one thing when I walked away from the booth the other day, I said, man, Daniel has so many friends.
Wow.
Can I be your friend?
You already are.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. I wasn't so sure.
That wasn't creepy. All right, so it's 5-4 now.
You know, I'm 48 years. I don't know. I think Jayson did, but I'm not sure.
So I think our players taking a break over there, Alex and Gus.
There's no way they're done.
No.
There's no way. I'll side bet that.
What's that supposed to mean, that tone of voice?
That might be the only bet I could win with you.
Amar's making real good work on this. I mean, he's, you know what? It's kind of matching pace now to Jayson. You know, hey, you can play like that. I can play like that too. But he's got to be careful. I saw him miss. He missed that careless 6 ball to the side pocket earlier.
That's right. He plays better when he shoots slower.
He's a very deliberate player, you know, and he needs that pace in order to maintain that fluidity that he has.
Yeah. I'm a little worried for him because he does look like he's speeding up.
Well, he's a little. He appears to be slightly out of line here. Yeah, he's got now you got to take your time, buddy, because this is pressure. A little outside draw, not too much outside, like 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Wow, what a stroke that was.
That was a 7 o'clock shot right there.
Oh my goodness.
At 9:49 p.m.
You know, when I'm playing someone like that and they shoot a shot like that, I tell them, you know what, my phone's ringing. I got to go home. I got dinner waiting for me. I'm sorry, we got to end this right now. Oh, no. You got safe, though.
That's not safe from Jayson. He'll bank back this easy.
That was a loose comment when I said safe.
He might play safety. He might just take a chance. You know, he might take a chance and go for this because this shot is, for a guy. Yep. For a guy like him, this is not a hard shot.
He's so aggressive, but he can do that. I mean, because he makes everything.
Oh,
Missed it.
sold it out too.
Oh my goodness.
He's giving it up. Relinquished the table.
5-5. Oh, you know I like ties.
You like a nip and tuck match? You like a hill match?
I do. I always root for the person that's behind. I want a hill every time.
You like the underdog, huh?
I just want everybody to play well and to come down to one ball.
I want to remind you to check out Big Time Threads at bigtimethreads.com. And I want to let you know that Adam Kroll and Big Time Threads has a promotion going for team shirts. If you have a rush order you need for team shirts at the BCA or any other sporting event, $600 for 10 team shirts, which gives you a change of clothes for your 5-day event or your 3-day event. Nobody wants to wear the same t-shirt.
That's right.
So a lot of times people get team shirts, they only get one shirt apiece. What am I supposed to do on day 4?
I don't know. You got the West Coast swing shirts too here.
Yeah,
so
we do.
I want one. I got to get. Yeah, well, you already promised me one for me and my son, but
of course,
I got to get that on live so that way you have to commit. I'm kidding, Daniel.
Anyway, check out bigtimethreads.com and get yourself an order of team shirts from Big Time Threads.
You know, I'm so proud of Amar. You know, 5-5 against one of the greatest players on the planet. That's just fantastic. Let's get it to 6-6. You know, tomorrow's the one pocket. I'm thinking, you know, picking Bryce Avila as a dark horse.
Yeah, well, you know, this is a 16-player event. That's a yes. I was just going to say that's a strong statement, you know, because we've got some of the best in the world playing one pocket here.
Well, that's why they call it a dark horse, right? Nobody sees him coming.
Pick him as your dark horse. I like that. Five to 5. We're neck and neck. Jayson at the table.
5-5. I think my son is listening to the live broadcast, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, make sure you say it's 5-5." My son is such a big fella. All right, Jayson, show a little stress or something. I mean, don't make it look totally relaxed all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I don't get nervous when he's at the table because he makes me feel relaxed, like he's got it under control. You know, his wife must be totally relaxed while he's shooting. You must have some kind of snooker background to be that accurate.
Well, you know, he's a British pub pool champion, 2010 World Pub Pool champion, and he's a 3-time World Pub Pool champion. And he also is from Great Britain. He's a Scott, originally hails from Scotland. So, yes, he's played quite a bit of snooker in his time. I just want to quickly show you where we're at with the bracket, guys. This is the final four. We got Alex Pagulayan, Gus Brazeno, Jayson Shaw, and Amar Kang. So all of these guys are in the money. And my apologies, the bracket doesn't seem to be cooperating right now. So Jayson Shaw now is on the hill ahead of Amar Kang. And boy, I tell you what, when a match like this is nip and tuck, when it comes to the end, it ends so quickly, it seems like.
Yeah, and Alex is back with Gus on the other table. I like that bracket thing. That's a nice touch.
Yes, it's you know, nice feature to have. We have the live brackets at CompuSport.ca.
You know, one of our other locals did very well was Angelo.
Angelo Ines.
Ines. He played really well. He's a strong player. He's got a fantastic break.
6 ball goes down. That's what Jayson called. He's not taking no for an answer, is he?
Yeah. That 10 ball's like right over the side pocket. You know, get to the 10, it's goodbye.
Wow, that was solid. He drew back one rail to come perfect on the 5. And I'm pretty sure Amar knows what's up.
He's firing him in. Goodness gracious. A little bit over this ball. Huh, no problem.
Wow.
Well, Amar, you had a great tournament.
Yeah, well, he's not out.
Oh, he's on the.
This is the hot seat match,
oh,
my
sorry,
friend.
He's not out. Good.
Amar Kang will play the winner between Gus Brazeno and Alex Pagulayan. So let's get on to that match.
Oh, I'm so happy he's not out. Yay. I thought Jayson just crushed my dreams. I like Jayson too.
So why don't you guys, you know, sweat this match with us here. We got Gus Brazeno and Alex Pagulayan. Let's zoom it in for you a little bit and update our scoreboard. Thanks for watching POV Pool and the Pro 10 Challenge here, live from Fremont.